guys, it's Laura and today I'm doing my TBR for the Book-Tube-A-Thon. Now if you guys don't know anything already about the Book-Tube-A-Thon, I will leave the link to the YouTube down below where Errol Bassett will tell you everything you need to know about the week-long Book-Tube-A-Thon starting on the 14th to the 21st, I think. Now before I start with the books, I'm going to say there is a lot of books here. I have chosen a selection of books for each challenge because I thought, although you can double up, why not challenge myself? And even though some of these books will double up, it means that if I don't read them all, hopefully I'll complete the challenges anyway because I have doubled up in the end, if you get me. I was really nervous about participating in the Book-Tube-A-Thon and I was really scared about pushing myself to do it, but my boyfriend turned around and said to me, Laura, you've already read 7 books and on your 8th book for this month and it's only 11 days in. I have had a really good reading month so far. Why not continue it and participate in the Book-Tube-A-Thon this year? So I'm really excited to participate with you guys, especially all those different challenges, and I really look forward to trying to put up a video every single day because I barely put up a video every week, let alone every day, and it's going to be a really good opportunity for me to get more involved in the YouTube community. Now I don't actually have a list of all the books you should read for the challenges, so remembering which books I've chosen for the challenge is going to be a challenge in itself. Now the first book I've chosen is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This, if you haven't guessed already, is going to be for the Books with Pictures challenge, and obviously if you guys haven't known before, there's pictures in this book and I'm quite excited to read this. I've had this for a while. I'm very nervous about reading it. I don't know if it's going to be appealing to me, but everyone says it's really good and raving about it, so let's hope I really enjoy this one. So the next challenge is to read a book and then watch the movie adaptation. I've chosen for this Ned Vizzini's It's Kind of a Funny Story, and then I have here Emma Roberts in It's Kind of a Funny Story, the film. Now I'm really looking forward to this because I know my sister's reading this at the moment and I know it's quite popular and I want to see what it's like. The next challenge was to choose a book that someone else has chosen for me. Most of these books I had help with my boyfriend helping me choose them, but he specifically chose this one as part of this challenge, and that is The Outlander by Jill Adamson. Now this book I brought a couple of months, no, more than a couple of months ago, and I was a bit unsure whether it's my kind of thing, but the blurb really intrigued me and it'd be something really different to read as well, so I can't wait to get into that one. Now probably one of the hardest challenges of the Book-Tube-A-Thon is to read a series start to finish within the week. And for this I kind of was quite excited, even though it seems like a tough challenge. I have chosen a trilogy and that trilogy is a Divergent trilogy. I have Divergent here and Insurgent in these beautiful covers. These are my favourite covers so far. And unfortunately Allegiant isn't out in these covers yet, so I don't actually own it, but I am going to be borrowing my mum's copy hopefully of Allegiant so I can complete the series within the week, and I'm really looking forward to it. Everyone's read this and I just have not got round to them, and I really want to read this book series before I go on to uni stuff, and this is a great chance for me to do it. One of the other challenges for the Book-Tube-A-Thon is to read a book that has red on it, and I've chosen Billy and Me by Giovanni Fletcher. I've just recently brought this one, and you've got a little red on the houses and there's kind of a bit of red shade at the top with the sunset, and yeah, I thought this would be a really great book to read and I've been waiting to read it for a while now. One of the other challenges for the Book-Tube-A-Thon is to choose a book that you haven't read much of genre-wise this year or not at all. So I've chosen Fantasy with Serafina by Rachel Hartman. I don't think I've read any fantasy this year at all. I've read classics, chick lit, YA, but nothing really fantasy. Like I've read dystopia, but not fantasy. This is obviously a young adult fantasy, and I'm really looking forward to reading it because there's dragons, and I love this cover. It's beautiful. So if you include Allegiant, which I don't have in that pile there with me, that concludes to 8 books. So if I manage to read all the books, I will be able to complete the challenge of reading 7 books in the week. So I chose Serafina because of the book that I haven't read much in the genre this year, but it also has the red lettering on it. I chose this one as someone else chose it for me. It's also going to be a book that I haven't read much of at all this year, adult fiction. I think it's adult fantasy, I'm not entirely sure. and it's got red lettering on it, and that's 3 challenges there, but it's not going to be for 3 challenges because you can't do that. Talking of Divergent, red on the cover. The final book for a crossover would be this one. This one is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I don't think I've read any horror sort of middle grade. Not even sure where to put this in the category at the moment, but I haven't read anything like it before, and it's also got the pictures in. So this is my lot of books I'm planning to try and read for the Book-Tube-A-Thon. As I said, some of the books may change because you never know, I may decide, hell, I don't want to read this book and I'll choose something else instead that fits the category. So yeah, I am being rather ambitious, as you can see. That's not even including Legion, is it? But I think ambition is good, and I want to challenge myself for something that I haven't challenged myself before. So let's hope this goes well, and I hope to see you next week with some video challenges and maybe some updates.